Welcome, everybody, to episode 9 of Two Waygooks in Korea. My name is Steven.
My name's Josh.
And we are both English teachers living and teaching in South Korea. And this is kind of our series to tell you just some of our experiences living here.
Yeah, it might be different from what you'll experience if you do come to Korea. This is just our experience. So if you like it, cool.
Cool. And today we're going to talk about Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Now, there's really only one major difference, but you may or may not have heard it. We want to talk about more about, I guess, our experiences with people we've seen and kind of experienced ourselves.
Yeah. So the rundown is, in the States and in most of the Western world, Valentine's Day is more for the women. Guys do things for the women, or it might be kind of like a couple, like equal giving kind of thing. But here in Korea and, as I know, Japan, the girls confess to the guys on Valentine's Day. And there's a thing called White Day. So what's White Day?
Well, White Day is kind of our Valentine's Day. White Day is if you got something on Valentine's Day from a girl, then you kind of reciprocate, I think, with candy on White Day. But we'll talk more about White Day when White Day comes about in about a month. But Valentine's Day is, you know, back home it's also about chocolates, but chocolates is the main thing here. You're supposed to give chocolates to your, you know, honey bunny or some dude that you want to kiss because it's Korea and it's, you know, you're not getting on it, you know. But, I guess most of the people, the general consensus that we've kind of talked to is that it's mainly kind of a high school, college, maybe middle school, kind of thing. Because all of my coworkers were all just like, I was like, hey, you're going to do something for your husband or whatever. They're like, no.
Yeah.
No?
Mainly in like the States or, you know, the Western world, it's kind of like every couple or like doesn't matter what age you are. It's a really big thing. Like roses kind of like all of a sudden just like get killed by the millions on Valentine's Day. There's special flower delivery services that came across because of Valentine's Day. There's not very many like services like that here. At least I haven't encountered any. Even kind of flower shops are kind of rare. The most like kind of flower shops I've seen are more of like selling plants and things like that rather than roses or things like that. So it's really different here, mainly just for the younger peoples. Yeah,
it's really not like flowers. For example, I saw a shit ton of flowers because we just had a graduation. And for graduation, all the girls, not the guys, but all the girls got crazy amounts of flowers. More flowers I've ever seen in my life in Korea. But Valentine's Day is mainly just candy, if anything at all.
Yeah.
If anything at all.
Just chocolate, actually.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen anything besides chocolate.
And in general, I mean, you don't just go to a store and buy some chocolate, although that does happen. If you want to be sweet, if you know, thoughtful, what you do is you go buy a bunch of chocolate and then melt it down at home and kind of put it in a mold and decorate it and to your dude.
Handmade chocolate that way. And I've done it before, and it's a lot easier than you think. You basically just melt chocolate, put it into a mold, let it freeze, and then decorate the hell out of it. And it's really, really simple. But
I actually kind of like that. Like, I was never a huge fan of Valentine's Day back home because it's like I know if you meet somebody and she's nice and great and she doesn't require you to do something, but a lot of times it's some like stupid ass requirement that you have to do something for your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And a lot of times just flowers and chocolate, and it's like, I mean, that's boring and
cliche.
Yeah, but I guess if everybody makes chocolate, then that's boring.
It can also be cliche. Maybe making chocolate is just cliche for Korean people, but for us, it's a little bit new.
Yeah, sounds cool. Like, if I go home and
no,
I'm never going home.
Not until we check those things that we want to do off our list. So, my Valentine's Day, I don't have a girlfriend, so the difference between his Valentine's Day and mine, a decent amount. But I went out and went to a bar that I frequent, and all of the bartenders there asked if I received chocolate today, and I said no. And they were
You got chocolate?
No, I didn't.
Let's not forget that you had dinner at my apartment beforehand.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't like real chocolate. It wasn't like real.
Chocolates.
Yeah, they were
Those
like
were
sad sack chocolates. But I got sad sack chocolates from her too. So That's fine.
Well, there you go. There's the meaning for that. But yeah, people apparently, even though it's kind of like kind of childish, like 愚痴, they'll still kind of be like, hey, did you get any chocolates? Like, you know. And I told them no because I didn't. And then they bought me alcohol instead. So it was a good day.
It's always a good day drinking. Just kidding, guys. Drinking is not cool. Don't do it.
It's a lie. It's great. But make sure you're of age.
Don't drink. It's bad for you. We'll have like a fight. We'll have like a whole fight on how drinking is bad for you. But you know what? It doesn't matter because my Valentine's Day was, I guess, happy. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty nice, right?
Yeah. I kind of bled in over to today. So even though we're recording this at midnight, I didn't shower or get ready or anything because I just stayed inside the whole time.
Smelly. Does
it smell good though?
No.
I don't know. I don't care.
You smell like happiness.
You smell like sadness. But yeah, you know, for me, my girlfriend, she also never really did Valentine's Day before, like even though she is Korean. So this is we kind of delayed recording this because we thought, oh, maybe we'd see more of it and we can talk more about our experiences and what we've seen. And really, I mean, it was really nice. I really, really loved it. But it was a little atypical, I think, of what a normal Korean girl does. Yeah. And you just went to a bar and saw a lot of people that got drunk, right?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. So it's almost exactly like Valentine's Day in the States.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, actually. I don't think I've ever had a girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
That's weird.
Have I?
Have you? Have you? I have, and it is a pain in the ass because, one, you feel kind of burdened a little bit, like...
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you have a cool girlfriend, it will be like, oh yeah, we're not really, I'm not really expecting anything, then that means just do something small or something meaningful that's not really grandiose. But you at least have to eat a meal together on Valentine's Day, right?
Sure.
And I'm pretty sure that's the same for Korea as well. I went out and there were so many cars out in the area where there are a lot of restaurants. Just eating at like steak places or like more expensive Western places. I think that's the kind of,
a date restaurant here is almost always a Western style restaurant. Usually steak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to kind of see what school was like, but for me, like none of my students came to school on that day because it just wasn't a school day. So we couldn't really see what that was like because I remember for like Pocky Day, what is that day called?
Pepero
Day. Like kids were giving out Peperos, little chocolate kind of snacky things like crazy. It was really cool. Not to me, but
not at my school. They weren't doing that either.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
They don't have love at your school? Are you spreading hatred with your drunkenness?
My drunkenness. How dare you?
I'm just kidding. We all know your students can out-drink you, I'm sure.
Yeah, some of them are probably better drinkers than I am.
My students are for sure better drinkers than me because I can't drink.
But, in the States, everyone kind of had a obligatory, Valentine's Day. You give your Valentine's Day cards. It's not the same here. Definitely, since it's kind of weird that sometimes school won't even be in session around this time.
Sure.
So it's definitely different, school-wise.
Yeah, and there's Korean schools don't do school dances. They don't do any of that stuff. And so this is their one chance, really. This and White Day are their only chance to, I guess, and Pepero Day, to be like, I like you.
Yeah, but I don't know how often that happens. I haven't really seen it. I haven't really heard of it, or I haven't really seen it for me. So it's just kind of like a myth right now.
This myth of love.
It's just a myth. Love is a myth.
Yeah, I used to work at a high school back in Texas, and Valentine's Day there's always girls, with giant bouquets or balloons or stuffed animals, or big ass people-sized stuffed animals.
Valentine's grams, things like that.
Yeah, singing. We the choir or whatever would
Like
sell
acapella groups.
Yeah, be
like
like, oh, we'll come to your table at lunch and we'll sing you
a
whatever
song. Yeah,
and
they don't have that.
They don't have that here. Yeah,
they don't have that.
It's like, yo, that interrupts studying and your life, but it's a little sad, especially because Korea is a very romantic, quote unquote, country for certain things, but they have their own style of romance, usually involving grabbing people by the wrist and that means love here. It means love because when you grab somebody and don't let them leave, it's not rape. That's telling you that you want them here.
You're forceful.
Yeah.
You're making your intentions known.
Which I think one day we'll talk about how ridiculous that is, but you know.
But that's Valentine's Day in a nutshell here in Korea.
Kind of sad we didn't experience more of it, but in 1 month we have White Day, and you know, if we don't experience that much, you will have a great Black Day, which is a month after White Day.
Or actually, some people even said that they eat like jjajangmyeon on like Valentine's Day and White Day also, if they're single. So it might just be...
Well, jjajangmyeon is like a black bean noodles that you're supposed to eat on Black Day.
If you're solo.
Alone or whatever.
They don't say single, they say solo. Koreans say solo.
Single may be too hard to say, I don't know.
Either way.
Or maybe they're listening to much Jason Derulo.
I'm solo.
All right, well, that's it for this Waygooks. I'm not entirely sure how informative that was, but all we know now is that Josh is an alcoholic and single, and
now
I don't shower, and I have a girlfriend. So
still,
I wanted to shower, but there's no hot water because of some stupid thing in my apartment.
Rambling.
But yeah. If you want to see other Waygooks, keep subscribe to us. We talk every Wednesday. Korean time, we will have a Waygooks released. And last week we talked about gaming in South Korea.
Go check it out if you're a gamer. Even if you're not and you're interested about PC bongs or why video games are just so popular here, just go ahead and check that out.
Sure. And on Sundays, we release our podcast, which is kind of an hour-long weekly discussion about the newest K-pop music and news. And of course, if you want to talk to us, while my voice kind of runs out of energy, is go to Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Or just leave us a comment below this or on any of our other videos, and we pretty much read all of them.
We read all of them.
Yes. If you think, I don't know if you read this, we read all of them.
And the bad ones.
Even the bad ones.
And sometimes, I shed a little tear, but, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I had a good Valentine's Day. Sorry.
Mine was okay too, I guess. Bye.
Bye.